Hello, hello. How we doing? Gonna check out some Witcher 3. Still on my 5090. We'll do maybe one more day tomorrow, 5090, then I'll switch it out. My 5080. But I've had an absolute shocker, right? I've completely lost my game save. Gonna have to start a new game. But we'll try it out with the 4090, do some 4K. Should be able to max out fairly well. Tell you what I do want to do. Let me just... I'm going to enable DLSS 4 actually from the app. I forgot to do that. Now it does have DLSS 4 upscaling, but it doesn't have multi-frame generation if I remember. Let me just try and do that quick. Let's have a look. King Cold, hello. Yeah, so I can force DLSS 4 image upscaling, but I can't. Frame generation is unsupported, so there is no multi-frame generation, which I guess is a little bit of a shame. But we do have just standard normal frame generation. To be honest, probably not really going to need it. I mean, we know it's going to be, with multi-frame generation in this game, it's probably going to be like 300 FPS, you know? We know that. Leo, hello. Just going to reboot the game real quick.
I see you gather before me. Hungry.
Let's... Okay, that's fine. Let's load it up. So I didn't go through the settings actually. Hang on. Sort my controller out. If I go options, video, graphics. So, like I say, at first, big display, 3840 to 160. Frame generation's actually on, so I'll switch that off. We want to do native 4K, no like scaling or frame generation. And then everything should be maxed out here. So you've got ray tracing on. Sorry. Hang on, give me 2 secs. Right. Sorry, I was a bit later today because I had a load of stuff to deal with at work. Let's start again. If you've just joined, I'm on my 5090. You can have a look at The Witcher 3. I am at first going to be at 4K, so you can see here 3840 to 160. Frame generation's off. Not going to play with any upscaling at first or frame generation. Graphics-wise, got everything maxed, so ray tracing on here, set to the max, set to quality. Anti-aliasing, we do have TAAU. We have DLAA. Do we have DLAA? Auto? No. Leave it on. I'll leave it on that for now and see what it looks like. It can sometimes look a bit weird on this game. Dynamic resolution scaling off. Motion blur off. All these other settings here. Hairworks is on. Maxed out. Everything else here. Ultra plus. So we'll see how that does. Look at that though. Just about getting 60. Oh my god. I remember on my 4090. I think this was about 4550, wasn't it? If I remember. We need to get out into the actual world, I guess. I feel like in the forest areas it's probably going to even dip down under. What's it looking like on the rest of the GPU? VRAM looks fine. Frame time does look a bit choppy. Looks quite nice in here though. Graphics wise. Can I sprint? Power as well, actually. It's fairly heavy. 540, 550. This game's obviously a little bit older. This is the updated version of the game, though, I guess. The next gen, is what it's called? Although even that now is probably a good 2 years old, maybe? When we got Ultra Plus? I can't remember exactly.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Series disappeared somewhere, of course.
So 0.1% low, maybe reset that. Does occasionally have a bit of a spike in the frame time there. You're seeing quite big stutters there. Not sort of visual stutters, but quite big spikes, I guess.
Prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
Hello, yeah, make sure to drop a like on the stream as you're coming in. Try and get as many likes as we can. Iliad, hello.
Hogwash they print nowadays.
Be my yo.
She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad
Roach.
at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
Pretty excited for the new Witcher, to be honest.
Fine.
Although we've got ages, but
Partly to blame.
try and get out this cutscene a little bit. See, like I was saying earlier, when I reset Windows, I must have had all my saves locally for Witcher for some reason. I thought it saved it in the cloud. Cloud synced, but I lost all my saves. It's the only game I think it wiped everything. Everything else I've still got all my saves. It must not have synced or something, I don't know.
Strike.
What an absolute noob. Interesting how the FPS doesn't fluctuate too much between actual gameplay and cutscene. I kind of like that. None of this going from 100 to 30.
Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because
Sounds like
you
Oliver
have common
Twist.
mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions, unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know, and you know that's no excuse.
Do I sound like that?
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Better not.
Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly.
White
So
Orchard
you best
area.
behave. Come
Yeah,
on,
I'll
practice with the others down below.
How soon is it before I can get it? I can, maybe could skip some of this stuff, skip tutorial. We don't need to do it. I have played this game before.
Not this time.
I just was
you
saying I
don't wanna
lost all
keep
my,
Vesemir
I
waiting.
wiped all my saves by accident. Not even by accident. I'm not even sure what happened. I reset Windows, and I thought my saves were, you know, synced, which all my other games are synced, but this game there's no saves. I don't know what happened, but I lost it. But I suppose not the end of the world. An excuse to just play through it again, I guess.
Yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Do we use AMD GPUs? Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, if you have a look on my channel, I've got loads of streams, loads of videos at AMD.
At the very least,
I haven't really played
want to be
much
able to tell
AMD
a
GPUs
ghoul from
recently
an
because
owl.
Buy market.
sort of been waiting for the new
Right onto the
GPUs. We've obviously got the Nvidia GPUs, the new
And
ones.
by the sickly paleness of its
So I've been checking
visage.
those out, but we don't have anything from AMD yet.
So you did read the chapter.
Don't think we're going to get anything
Still,
till
you
maybe
should
next
have
month.
asked if
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
We could skip. Yeah, shall I skip? I could skip.
Don't try to.
Oh, wait.
Try and get to the sort of area.
Stop. What do you...
No! Oh, no!
Draw your sword, Geralt.
Didn't mean to do that. But I do think the anti-aliasing on this game does sometimes look a bit weird. Anyone else think that? Right, how do I draw my sword? I don't even remember the controls. How do I?
What now?
I pressed everything. Is my controller working?
Had enough?
You cannot do that. It's saying I'm not allowed. What? Anyone know what it is on controller? Oh, is it on the keypad? Boom.
Dear.
I normally just press X and it pulls the sword. But it doesn't work here. You cannot do that. I can't attack. What's going on? Aim at him.
Quick cuts. 1, 2, 3. Strong strikes now. Give it all you got.
How do I block?
Your elbow when striking,
I don't even normally block. I would just dodge.
Tomfoolery. Enough.
See what I can do? So the frame time does look a little choppy, doesn't it? I wonder if
Blazes are you doing?
boost will
This'll be quick and
reflex boost will sort that out.
dodge.
Position, Siri. Footwork. Remember.
I wish I skipped this.
Damn it.
Roll out of the way.
Woe is a
How do I
fire
roll?
trapped in amber today. Do it again.
Wait. How do I roll?
Trapped in amber today. Do it again.
Dodge isn't working.
What now?
How do I roll?
Oh, is a fly trapped in amber today.
Ah.
Do it again.
What a noob. Can I skip this?
Oh,
Ah.
is a fly trapped in amber today. Do it again.
Can I test with it? I can test with DLSS 4, but there's no multi-frame generation support for it, so I can't test with that. What is parry?
Stop showing off, Geralt. Come on. What the blazes are you doing?
Is that not parry?
What am I supposed to parry?
That is parry.
Fighting a stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Who's next? Riposte! Strike! Counter
What?
strike!
Slice your jugular.
Oh, that counts as a... That counts... I thought he meant like actually full-on attack, not just kick him.
Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few...
Cast the
witches'
Quen sign. I mean, we can do this.
Siri, Quen
Does a 30 series have DLSS 4? Yes. It has DLSS 4 upscaling, but not frame generation. People get confused between them. They're two different things.
Not for the Quen sign, I'd be aflame by now. Hard, Geralt.
Like DLSS 4 by itself is just the DLSS upscaling. No frame generation. Which all RTX cards get that.
I hate this feeling.
Have I got to just do all of these powers?
Damn it. Actually can really muddle your mind. Erden now. Show her, Geralt.
Oh god, I wish I'd skip this. I know how to do all this.
See this, Siri? Couldn't move if I wanted to. Throw a bomb. Don't worry, Siri. Quen will dampen the blow.
For a bomb. What? Oh. How do I throw it? Get me out of this.
Not bad.
Oh, wow.
Fine. Enough. Continue training at will.
You're going down, boy. He's not taking any damage. He's on fire. Is it just until I die? I'm just gonna let myself die.
Who's next?
But my health just keeps going up. What? You just have to keep doing this.
Damn it.
Alright, I've had enough of this. How do I get out of this? Did I see your question? Yeah, I answered it, didn't I? About the 30 series, yeah, I answered. Oh man, I'm done with this.
Who's next?
Too late to surrender.
Make it end.
Damn it.
What does that mean? Sheath my sword. What does that mean?
Had enough?
I don't know what that means. Put your sword away. Oh. I'm not a knight. How am I supposed to know that? I don't play enough of these games.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
That's like
Sorry, get
some
down here.
Shakespeare knowledge. Sheath.
A little
I mean, I've heard the word, just don't know what it means.
Finish his back, we'll set her to polishing
Put
all
away.
the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet?
Thanks. I'd have been stuck there all day.
Siri?
I'll make sure to find every last blade for you.
What mic do I have? What is it? Shure SM7B? It's the, like, typical podcast mic that everyone has.
What the?
$9700 XT. Do you mean the 9070 XT? There isn't a 9700. They've changed the like model numbers to match Nvidia. So it's the 9070. Oh my god, isn't that guy from Lord of the Rings?
No.
Isn't that lad from Lord of the Rings? Alright, lad. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Right, we'll maybe just reset the stream. Go through the settings quick again for anyone who's joined, and we'll drop into it a bit better to test, I think, in this area. And I can start changing the settings a bit.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Oh, 7900 XT. I got you.
Dawn some way off. We've got time.
Yeah, I think we're getting, what, 5070 and Ti in, like, really soon. 7 or 8 days, is it? Is it the 20th of this month or the 30th? I can't remember. And then I think sometime towards maybe in the next month, AMD do their GPUs. I'm not actually sure.
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seems so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something?
And was sheathed in
True to
wood.
life, indeed.
Oh, a sheath is like... It's the
We'll
thing you
find
put the sword in, isn't it? It's not a...
In the dream.
It's not like an
we found
action.
Ciri. Then we trained.
It's the actual thing you're
Those were
putting the
days.
sword in. That's why I have no idea what it means.
She-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger.
It's used in replacement of, like, put away your...
Didn't
It's
end
like
well,
saying...
did it? Your dream.
Fridge your food, isn't it? You're putting the food in the
Wild
fridge.
disappeared.
Fridge your food.
I couldn't move. Stood there like a stump.
Sheath your sword or fridge your food.
It was just a dream.
Or what else could you do PC related?
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Motherboard your RAM. That kind of works.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't
Put
overlook
thou
anything.
RAM in
We're
thou
meant to be in
motherboard.
Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter.
Holster your gun. Yeah. See, I would know what that meant.
How about that? It does smell of
If it said
lilac
holster your
gooseberry.
gun, I'd have done that straight
Gotta
away.
read it, not sniff it.
We must meet.
I don't know. It's been a long day.
Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
That's private.
Consider. I personally wouldn't buy any GPUs right now.
I understand.
Too close to new
I
releases.
think I do.
I'd at least wait until the new releases come out and then
Perhaps
try and get a
that's for the
GPU
best.
based off of that, because you'd be able to get a bit of an older GPU and probably be able to get it cheaper.
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh. But it looks
Everyone
like it
trying
leads
to
towards
dump the
main road.
older
It'll
cards.
be muddled there.
Look at these graphics here. The game still looks really nice.
Wait, hear that?
I smell it. Ghouls.
Roach. Yeah, look at these graphics. I should probably deal with this situation. My camera's a bit weird. That sky. Look at that sky.
Follow. Let's
I
go
rate
before
that.
any more show up.
Absolutely rate that. Anyway, let's maybe start again. So, if you've just joined, currently on my 5090, on having a look at the Witcher 3. I'm at 4K, 3040 by 2160. Native 4K, so no upscaling or frame generation right now. Yes, I do have ray tracing on. It's on here currently. It's maxed out, set to quality. Rest of the graphics settings I've also got maxed out. So we've got Hairworks on. And I've got everything else set to Ultra Plus. So because it's got ray tracing, this is the next gen update version of the game with all the Ultra Plus graphic settings. And it seems like in this area, I still can't get over how good that looks. This area, at least, we're getting 66 right now, average of 63. Still pretty tough to run this game. 58, getting a little bit of a dip down there, but just look at these graphics. They look really good. Still holds up pretty well. And VRAM as well, actually, is not too bad here. 13. Not too bad. Obviously, VRAM's not really an issue at all for this 5090 now, but say you're on a 5080 doing this, you could play at 4K here.
Ever tell you about this
You're going to have less FPS, but also VRAM. You will have enough, but
Because you can brew potions from their
you know,
blood.
it's not too much headroom there.
Rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Power, I think, is a little bit higher than I thought it would be. 560 is quite a lot. For some reason, I was expecting it to maybe be a little bit less on this game, because it's a bit older. A little bit of a stutter as well. You're seeing in the frame time there, I think the 0.1% lows are a little bit lower than I'd sort of like. Not any massive visual stuttering, but there definitely is a bit choppiness in the frame time. These guys want to fight. I'll give it you. What the hell? Who helped me? Oh, and that's someone else. Did he just accidentally hit the wrong person with an arrow? I think he might have. Oh! Yeah, but just with ray tracing, I think it looks really nice. Definitely getting some dips down though. I think in the forest areas. Seeing here, look, 51, 52. Is it going to go any lower than that? Might hopefully hold about 50. I think that's probably going to be the most demanding areas, the forest bits, from what I've seen before in the game. So I just have a look and see what kind of FPS we get if I switch ray tracing off. I should imagine it'll probably increase our FPS pretty significantly if I fully switch off ray tracing there. Look at that. Doubled it. Just under doubled it. From about 50 to 65. Currently getting about 110 now, I saw. So that's a pretty big difference. But I think you can definitely tell visually the difference between it there. Still looks good. But I do think you can tell. Hasn't really done much for us though in terms of VRAM. Looks the same. Hasn't dropped that at all. Even power, power actually looks higher. We had like 560 watts. Got almost 580 now. Some walls here. Level 5. That might not be too good. Still looks good with the lighting, but like I was saying, I do think in the forest bit here you can tell with it switched off. But you're risking a sort of 50 to 60 FPS here, getting slightly under 100 here. So even in the forest bits, still going to get some pretty aggressive drops down, I think. I think it still looks fun like this though. I personally don't mind really having 60 in this game because it's a single player game. I don't really mind it that much. Should we see if I'll switch ray tracing back on, and then I have overridden DLSS 4 in the Nvidia app, so I'll switch ray tracing back on here and check out some DLSS on. So put it to DLSS quality. I've still got all the graphics maxed out. So we had about 50 to 60 getting...
We have a side.
It's increased by about 20 to 30 FPS there.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
That's quite a big jump. Going to get any dips down to close to 60, I doubt anymore.
Gotta believe something. That's what keeps us going.
I think there is weirdness. Oh, we're getting a bit of pop in there. There is weirdness in this game with the anti-aliasing, I think. We had TAAU on when I was at native. Didn't look too bad, but it sometimes goes really shimmery and stuff. I don't know if anyone else experiences that.
We going? Help me! Help!
Noah, hello. Hairworks. I don't really think the Hairworks thing. I see people saying about Hairworks all the time. Switch it off, you get more FPS. I've never seen it. At least on sort of modern GPUs. I don't think that's really a thing anymore. Like, at best, it's like 1 FPS or something. On these high-end ones, it doesn't make any difference. I think it is more of a thing on, like, older, slightly older GPUs. Because I've realistically, whenever I've tested it, there's literally no difference. When your GPU, which GPU is that, though? 10 FPS? No, it's not 10 FPS.
Come out.
When I checked on my 4080 Super, it didn't make any difference.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my...
Yeah, it'll definitely hit AMD GPUs more because it's an Nvidia thing, isn't it? Nvidia Hairworks.
Quickly, but Griffin's
but yeah, I was talking more specifically just Nvidia GPUs.
Piece by piece.
Yeah, okay, you have an AMD. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's an Nvidia. It's like, there was another lighting done by Nvidia. It was in the Division games. I forget what it's called. There was some other, like, lighting done by Nvidia thing. I forget. I think it was in Division 1. That's like a fair big hit on AMD GPUs too. It's almost like ray tracing in a way. It's like, performs better on Nvidia GPUs.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long
Yeah,
black hair.
I've noticed when you're inside, if you have ray tracing on inside with Hairworks, it can make his hair look really dark, yeah. I think just the lighting goes weird sometimes.
Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram
This guy's got an absolutely great cut, look at that.
Not a bad idea.
Bowl cut.
Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and
None of this
cool,
Witcher,
you know, straight from a cellar.
luscious locks.
Let's go.
I remember this bit. I remember doing this mission. I really do like ray tracing on this game. It looks really nice. Don't know how good this looks on the stream. And this is still with DLSS. DLSS quality, it is with the new transformer model, so it is going to probably... looks pretty much indistinguishable between native, to be honest. There is some weird line in the water around the edge. Do you see that? I don't know if you can see that. It's like a white line around the edge of the water. Do you see that? Let me see if I... Let me see if that is DLSS causing that. No, it's not. It's still there. I think DLSS maybe emphasizes that, but it is still there. So now I'm going to drop the DLSS preset down a little bit. So instead of quality, maybe have a look at performance. This is where transformer model, I think, really shines, I guess is the word. You see a huge increase in quality of performance.
Let's go.
Still looks great. Like, even here, that still looks really good. Looks, I'd say, somewhere between DLSS quality and balance, which is a huge improvement. No more, like, fuzzy weirdness. And look at our FPS here, too, as well. 120. Has actually brought our power down going to performance. 500 watts now. It's down quite a bit. But VRAM, still... VRAM doesn't seem to change on this game. When you're lowering DLSS presets. Normally it comes down a little bit. Doesn't seem to do much at all. Still noticing a bit of popping as well in the distance. Try DLSS on maximum. What do you mean by maximum? Do Do you mean maximum image quality or maximum FPS? That could mean either end. I'm not sure what end that means. Don't we get in a fight with these guys, I think?
What?
Take that down before there's trouble. That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
Where are these boys from? They from London.
Temeria no more, old man.
All
It's
right,
their
mate.
god now.
I'll do you.
My arse it is.
Yeah, I can switch. I want to try out frame generation, and then we can. I'll show you the maximum you can get.
I'll not drink with Weaver lost freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumping.
Make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. Want to see if we can try and hit 100
Now
likes.
Griffin's prowling about.
I'll also try and check out that Avowed game tomorrow. Should be able to get the deluxe and play that.
Kinsman Bram.
Bram?
I don't know if anyone's interested in seeing that.
Sends his regards.
Master Witchers. Food and drink on the house.
Unreal Engine 5 though, I think. Should be interesting. I'm looking for a woman.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries.
So you're noticing his hair now looks quite dark, doesn't it?
Believe I'd remember.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Especially
indoors.
hard to forget this.
Something happens with the way the lights
About, though.
sort of reflects with ray tracing.
Might be worth your while to ask. after.
Messes with it.
Thanks. For everything.
Which is the best game ever.
Would you be of a
Definitely
mind
recommend
to kill
Tops.
the Griffin?
Ooh.
Beast's a scourge on our land. Only killed live
I think it's a
at
good
first.
game,
It's
but
got a taste for human
for me,
flesh
is it better than Red Dead 2? I think I probably enjoy Red Dead 2 more. I think Red Dead 2 tops it for me because I find the combat in this game, like, clunky. Do you know what I mean? If that was a bit more smooth,
Help you bandage that up?
it just
Please.
bugs me sometimes in the combat.
Yet.
It just feels
Then I'll ask
janky.
about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Red Dead 2 combat is also... Well, yeah, but I suppose obviously it's a bit different because it's just like mostly shooting, and the shooting's fine. Do you mean when you mean combat? What you mean the shooting's not very good, or?
Give it to their own.
I think the shooting's. I mean, it's the same. It's the same pretty much as GTA.
I'm looking for someone.
I didn't mind it. I mean, I think it complements the game okay. I don't think it makes the game like unplayable or anything.
Just want to talk.
You deaf, Stray? No one here will talk to you.
If it's company you seek, stick that mangy snout of yours in a trough with the pigs.
Show that shit-eater, Micah.
Jesse Gaming, hello.
Running low on patience. Once it's gone, your heads will roll.
We was jesting. No call for anger.
See a raven-haired woman here, dressed in black and white?
We know nothing, sir. Leave us be.
Let me go outside. Can I go outside? Or am I stuck in it? Oh god. I want to go outside to change the settings.
Then fuck off.
Gonna end up in this fight.
Don't want your kind here.
3 against 1.
Better round up perhaps someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak. Your ass is mine.
Your ass is grass.
Don't let up!
1 punch. Easy, mate. Wasn't even touched. Is that my horse?
Faster.
Oh no. Oh no. Alright, let me just quickly run through here. I want to just check with frame generation on, so come back in here. I'm going to set DLSS upscaling to quality. That goes back to quality. Come in here and then switch frame generation on. See how it does with this. Really quick. Yeah, look at that, 150. Now, this isn't multi-frame generation because it's unsupported in this game for me. In the Nvidia app, I can't enable it, so... Still pretty impressive, though, considering we do still have ray tracing on. So 150. If we switch all that off, get about 50 to 60 here, so that's a pretty big improvement. Not seeing any weird image-related stuff either. It is still got a bit of pop in, I think. Some of the trees in the distance. But also take note, my VRAM now. That's added about another gig to gig and a half almost with frame generation on. So like I was saying with a 5080 with 16 gig playing like this, you've still got a little bit of room, but it's getting pretty close to it, isn't it? There's not an insane amount. And this is like not even a sort of brand new game, you know? Imagine a brand new game, the VRAM usage in like Witcher, the new Witcher. Although we don't know about it yet, but what are the chances that's going to be using more VRAM than this? It's probably high. And in terms of latency as well, I think this is fine. Not noticing any latency. Although our FPS before we switched on frame generation was fine. Was natively at least around 60. So I think you should be alright with that. Overall, not too bad. The lows, though, still aren't that great. What card am I using right now? 5090. So yeah, see it just popping and stuff here. I don't remember ever it being like that aggressive, but it seems quite aggressive on this. Don't think that 80 series of card have to worry about VRAM considering they can't even run. Yeah, but say for example, if you were at 4K running these settings on a 5080, you could run it at 4K, if you see what I mean. But your VRAM is getting awfully close. If your plan was to run it at 4K, you would need to enable frame generation, which increases your VRAM. If you get what I mean. So, like, if you do that in a brand new game, you're really going to be close to 16. Like, a lot of these games recently, we've been over 16. You know, it comes a pretty big problem. That water as well still looks really nice.
Faster.
Would you raise a glass with me?
It's Durban now. D-E-R...
This is 4K, yeah.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and
I think Novigrad pulls more FPS in these areas. Yeah, I think it's because of the forests. The forests are probably the hardest areas to run on this game. If you're near trees, your FPS will always be lower. So if you're in the city area, you will probably get more. I do remember Novigrad stuttering a lot though, especially with frame generation on.
A little
when you go through
schnappsy's never
doors
hurt
or
a soul.
Can we cut to the
it
chase?
seems to stutter
You
a
seen
lot.
her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Ray tracing is on, yeah.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. Once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
You seen Yennefer?
Trissel Yen. Yen.
But I must
Sheesh.
ask, is this about love?
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Is the input latency caused by friend generation noticeable?
And the
No.
Guardian scout
Not right now.
Garrison saw her
Where?
at their camp.
We've just got DLSS 3 friend generation. You wouldn't know the difference.
Black and white, gooseberries and...
I can
Yes,
probably...
Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced
I can get my latency up. I don't know if it's going to show... It will show for you guys.
Ask at the garrison.
Indiana Jones yesterday, for some reason,
Thanks.
wasn't
We men
working.
of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
But you can see you should be able to see my latency. It'll be very small in the top right. But there's no way to get it in MSI Afterburner, unfortunately. So at the moment, in this area, I've got anywhere between like 15 and 30 milliseconds of latency, which is not that bad compared to some other games we've seen. If I go outside, 18, 20, 17, 22, 19, mostly around 20, I'd say. The average seems to be around that. Then if I switch frame generation off, we say the average is about 20. Switch frame generation off, it's, you know, there's not a massive difference there. 19, more between 10 and 20, so you may be looking at an average of 15, a bit more. With the 10,000, thanks, I appreciate it. I live in Korea, can you show me the options slowly? Thanks for the super chat. I'm not sure what your name is. And I'm not sure what the first part is. I can only read the English. But yeah, thanks for the super chat. But I can go through at the moment right now. 4K, the 3840 by 2160. You can see here. I've switched frame generation off now, so that's off there. And then graphics, everything's maxed out, so ray tracing is on here. I do have DLSS on right now, so the DLSS upscaling. It is DLSS 4, so the transformer model, which I've forced overridden in the Nvidia app. So it's using the new model, so the image quality should be a lot better. And then basically the rest, these settings here are just kind of motion blur and stuff. I've switched those off just because I don't really care for that. And then Hairworks we've got maxed out. And then the rest of the settings are maxed, so everything here is set to Ultra Plus. All these rest of these settings here. Let me know if you want me to change the settings to something else. I was just doing a quick check of the latency. So it seems you on average gain maybe 5 milliseconds of latency, I would say, at the moment, with this frame generation. With 4 times, it's going to be more than that. We can't test it, unfortunately, because it's unsupported, but it might be more like closer to 10 or something. It's still, you're talking about a really short space of, you know, 5 milliseconds. How noticeable is that? It's like not. It's not noticeable. If you get what I mean. No one, you're not going to notice it unless you're measuring it. Game goes on. Hello. Good old Witcher. Yeah, I accidentally wiped all my saves. Got to start the game again. Oh, you wanted me to go back to native? All right. So DLSS off. No, frame generation's off. Gone fully back to native. See, I'm not a fan of the anti-aliasing. Oh, I've got it off. Does that look better? Oh no, that looks worse. That's going to make my eyes bleed. I don't think that looks better. I don't think there's a DLAA option in this game, is there? Because that would be ideal. You've never finished Witcher 3? I think I was like quite at the end. Quite far at the end. And I don't know what happened. I reset all my Windows, but all my games and everything obviously saved. Like cloud synced. But Witcher, for some reason, all my other games were fine, but Witcher just didn't have the save. I don't know what happened. Did you get early access edition of Valve, the deluxe edition? Not yet, but I will do. I think it comes out tomorrow, right?
I think those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
DLA, yeah, you might be able to force it actually. Yeah, you're right. You might be able to force it with, it gives you two options, doesn't it? DLAA or like performance or ultra performance, is it? Might have to check that out, yeah. I wanted to maybe drop down to 1440p in a second, try that first. So, like I was saying earlier on, in the dense forest areas, at native here, still going to get some pretty aggressive dips down. 59 we're seeing. Was there an enemy that just came out of that? See, look, 53, that's probably the lowest we've seen. 53, 54 there. Man down? You've been in bed all day? Why is that? Because you're lazy? Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Just being lazy all day, are you? Move it. Careful, you might get sacked. I really like the water as well. It looks really good. Premium edition, yes, in 23 hours. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll have to get it. So that's pretty much like... When is that then? Like 5 o'clock tomorrow? Well, my time at least. Hopefully be able to check that out like similar time tomorrow. Can you preload it? So yeah, this frame time definitely is quite choppy, especially when I'm spinning the camera around really fast. I remember there being some sort of ghouls in here. Yeah, look, you see them up there. Have I got the sword for it, though? Which sword is it? Well, we're going to find out, I guess. I could probably use my thing, right? Easy. I'm actually... This game looks way better than... I know I played it recently. I don't remember it looking this good. It looks really good. The graphics look really good. Eat some bread. The ragdolling's quite funny. Shall I see? Let's drop it down to 1440p. Hopefully it doesn't break my Or should we just see? I'll tell you what I'll do first. We're going to do the test of hairworks. Just to see if I am going crazy or whether... So if I get an average of 61 here, 62, it's definitely not going to be a 10 FPS difference. There's no way. I will be very shocked if that is the case. But we'll find out off. Yeah. 2 FPS, maybe 3. I said 1 or 2. At best. Not 10. Definitely not 10. But I think this probably just because it's a sort of higher end card. I think on the lower end cards, especially maybe AMD cards, it's probably going to have more an effect. $6700 XT, yeah. I think maybe on GPUs like that, it might maybe be a bigger difference. That's also an AMD GPU, so I think it's probably going to have a bigger effect on that. But I think on a 5090 at least, it's, like I said, I think it's like 1 or 2 FPS really, at most.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express.
It's 10 FPS on a 4070 Super, really?
I look like a local to you.
I'm sure. Look, I've tested that, and I've never seen it be that big of a difference.
Trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
I don't think I've ever seen it be 10 FPS difference, like on any GPU I've ever tested. Even on my AMD GPUs, I don't think I've ever seen 10 FPS. But then they were higher end, you know, XTX, XT, 7900. I think it probably does make less of a hit on the higher ones, higher end.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling. To the tower. Go.
Which on DLSS quality, sure. It's the enhanced edition foliage and texture res bump that make a big difference for me. Yeah, definitely. I forget even what the original game looked like, to be honest. It's been so long since I played it. But yeah, graphics here look... Even with DLSS quality, it looks really nice. This is DLSS 4, so... Image quality is going to look really good.
We must requisition a share of your harvest.
Aye, Your Excellency.
I know there is little left in your ground. How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses?
Need for Forza Horizon 5 testing.
But of a farmer.
Did I miss...
Speak peasant to peasant.
You mean on the 5090?
How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia.
Wait, is Forza Horizon 5 the one that's not out yet?
Did not hear your footsteps.
Or is that just the latest one that's out? I can't keep up with those numbers.
Where was she headed?
I've definitely got 4.
It's a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a Griffin in the
5 is out, is it? Okay.
Slay it.
I think I've got 5 then. I can't keep up with the numbers.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the Griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine
2021.
Woods.
Yeah, I think I've got it. To be honest, car games are just not my thing. I used to love car games when I was younger, but they're just not my thing.
They only recognize them because they wore.
I'll check it out, maybe on a video, but it'll play really well, to be honest. Forza's always like plays really well.
Attacks in villages, fields, On the main road.
You could do it at 8K, probably more than 60 native. 8K, I think. You could do that on a 4090.
Will not be easy.
To a 5090, probably
require?
easily.
I'll need bait, a specific herb, buckthorn. Scent should lure the Griffin
Shoten,
10
hello.
miles off.
Buck,
Car game got me into gaming. Yeah, I used to love
do not know this,
car games back in the day.
but I am not yet fluent
In fact,
in
one of my first games on PS1 was like some sort of Tocker Championship or something.
No.
Some sort of
First
like,
came idioms. Don't
I forget
play
the
with
name.
Fire, for example.
But it was a racing game, and then
Go
I
to
had
Tomira.
Need for Speed Underground 1.
She lives near the crossroads.
I used to play
She
that.
will aid.
I used to just play that. I had that, and I had Gran Turismo. But
Need more
I feel like the
information about
older
this
I've
Griffin.
got, the more,
Sex, why it's
the
abandoned
less
elsewhere.
I've enjoyed playing car games.
Witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know.
I
to
need
go
I
where
need
the
like a
men
full-on
died.
setup,
Look
like a
around.
steering wheel and
What's
stuff.
the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south.
There's just not enough in the game for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just ADHD.
Strange.
I get bored in it, just driving around a track.
Tamira and Mislav.
I can do GTA race, but it's a bit different because you can shoot people and throw grenades out the window. So maybe it is ADHD. Maybe I just get bored because and I didn't mind. What was it? Need for Speed. The latest one, Unbound. I didn't mind that. But I played it for a while and then also got extremely bored of that as well. Once you get like a reasonably good car, after that I feel like it's just a grind of just repeating like the same races over and over again. I also really loved Burnout. Remember that game? Burnout Paradise. If I tell you what, I would pay £200 for a standard edition of a new Burnout game.
Hey.
I don't know, why haven't they done a new Burnout game? I feel like that's a guaranteed, like, unreal seller. Why has no one done that? There's not been a Burnout game forever. Yeah, I have heard of that game. BMNG, I've heard that. I've never played it though. It's more like a realistic, like almost simulator type style though, isn't it? Where it like has proper crash like physics or whatever. Look.
Run, Roach.
Game right, hello, you got a 5090 as well. Sheesh. Which one did you get? You get Founders? Founders, nice. Have you played any games on it yet? This guy wearing shorts. He is wearing shorts.
Giddy up.
Avowed, yeah. I'm gonna try and have a look at that tomorrow. I think that looks all right. There's a new Tomb Raider game.
Good woman, is this the road to Vizima?
To your grave, all right.
Am I worried about the burning cables? No, not really. I mean, I don't want it to happen, but it was a similar. I don't know if you remember. It was a similar thing on the 4090 as well. It had a similar issue. I think you just make sure you when you plug it in, make sure it clicks, you know. But you've got a Founders, and the cable connector on the GPU itself is angled. You'll probably notice compared to previous gens, and that's done to try and basically prevent the cable from having problems, where some of these custom cards don't have that. So the ones, at least on some of the videos that I saw, it was a custom 5090. It was the Astral, I think. I don't know how much the angled power connector helps, but the Founders Edition does have that, so hopefully that'll prevent anything like that. Oh wait, he's done a runner. Has he done a runner?
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Oh, it's a new remastered Tomb Raider. Oh, cool. I might have to check that out. I haven't really played Tomb Raider in ages. I didn't finish the latest one either. The what was it? Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Is that the latest one? That's the latest new game. They remastered the older ones, didn't they? Big stutter there. Look at the frame time.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Not using the adapter. No, if you got like an ATX 3.0 power supply with the 12 pin, just the single cable. Because if you've got that, then definitely use that. That's what I'm using. I don't have to use the adapter. And it's so much easier and nicer in the case as well. And probably less chance of it exploding as well. You've got it, yeah. Definitely use that.
I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone.
Just make sure it clicks when you plug it in, and you should be fine, honestly.
If you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure, Griffin's not going anywhere.
No, dogs might though. So step careful now. Come on.
This dog's been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started.
So we've still got DLSS on here. I'm going to switch it off and see what our frames are like without it, because in this forest area, with ray tracing on, it's definitely going to be brutal on it. It's probably going to be at its worst. Look, 56.
Killer man for a chuckle, even butcher.
Does look really nice though.
But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, I think it should mostly be okay. It were the same issues with the 4090. I mean, I've used that cable on a 4090 for like 2.5 years, and I've had no issues. I think sometimes it's, you know, you can get unlucky where it's maybe just a faulty cable or faulty GPU, whatever. It just happens, doesn't it? Sometimes. I just keep an eye on it, I guess. Just make sure it's fully plugged in and just keep an eye on it. Yeah, this is 4K, yeah. 4K with ray tracing on. In probably the hardest... These forest areas seem the hardest to run, really. Outside, you get a bit more 60 to 70. Have they seen me? Oh, I'm going in. I'm fully sending it. I think I might have the wrong sword out. I don't even have a sword out. Ow! Ow! Oh, this ain't going well. No, it's at that fire then, 49. Oof. VRAM is well up now, look. We were saying earlier about the 16 gig, 15.5. Not looking good, bruv.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together.
2K card, not even get 60, yeah. I mean, it's the first time... Your overall average in this game will be about 60, because like I was saying, there are other areas you'll get about 70. This is probably the worst bit, the worst area. But considering these settings on a 4090 is more like 50, or no, average 40 to 50. So it's probably another 10 FPS more.
Hope you weren't close.
No, not at
So
all.
not a significant difference.
Can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians? Griffin, know anything
And
about
obviously the real advantage is multi-frame generation, but unfortunately this game doesn't support it yet.
it? Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
So I can't actually even force it.
No Griffin can hear me.
So
nor
we
spy
could
me.
get 300 FPS, but it's just not supported in this game. Game right, actually. What are you thinking of Assassin's Creed Shadows? Are you looking forward to it? Because I know I saw you do. You had a video, did you, on it where you went down somewhere to test it or play it? That I saw on your channel. Because I'm looking forward to it, but I know it's getting a lot of like hate and stuff. But it looked good from your video. I thought it looked pretty good. How much higher the FPS 4090 here? The average here is probably about 10 FPS more at its best. Because I remember it's hard to say exactly because it's been a while since I played on my 4090, but I remember it being more 45 to 50-ish average. So you'll hit 60 with these settings more consistently on a 5090. Your average will be about that. Like you're seeing now, the average is sort of pretty much bang on.
I'll be fine. Not the first Griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
This game came out in 2015. This is the updated next-gen version. Like, although the original game came out then, this is upgraded with ray tracing and Ultra Plus graphics, so it's going to be harder to... This is not going to run as well as the older game, if you see what I mean.
Interrupted them.
That's why our FPS is a lot lower. Because the original game didn't have ray tracing or anything.
Ground's black, saturated with blood.
Person on the fence still. Yeah, we'll have to see, won't we? I think, does it come out next month, I think? I managed to get into the Ubisoft partner program, so I get it early. Which is insane. I can play it early. Or at least I got into it for Star Wars Outlaws. I could play that early. I'm assuming they'll do the same thing for Assassin's Creed. Hopefully I'll be able to have a look at it early.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Am I going the wrong way? I remember doing this mission, actually. Is it jumping over there? Can I jump? There we go. Yes, native 4K right now. I'm having that. Where does this go then? Go up here? Oh! Ubisoft can be a little slow. Yeah, hopefully I can have a look at it early. That'd be cool. What happens with the trail here then? I mean, that's definitely where it goes. Why is it not picking up for me?
Griffin's nest.
Oh, it is.
What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin...
Definitely want it on PC of 5090. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months' worth.
Damn, what happened?
Female. Larvae in her wombs have already hatched. Been dead at
Aaron,
least a
thanks for
week.
subscribing.
Other Griffin must be a male.
Didn't help. Your footage was 1080p for Shadows. I didn't really notice. I thought it looked fine.
Deep cuts over the
Quality
whole
seemed
body.
fine from what I remember.
Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat.
I'm gonna buy 5070 or
Griffin's pair
I want to try and maybe get the TI, the 5070 Ti. I've got a 5080 as well. I've got one right now, but I haven't actually looked at it yet.
Griffin.
I haven't had time. I've been at like pretty much streamed every day.
Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive.
I'm gonna try and switch to the 5080. I think
down here in the
day
forest
after
first,
tomorrow. I'm gonna
then
check out
start
Eval
prowling the
tomorrow
area.
and then switch to the 5080 for a bit. And then yeah, I'm not sure about AMD. I want to maybe try and just see what happens or what price they. That's not until next month anyway. See what gets announced with it.
Magic.
What is that?
A place of power.
Hold to draw. People are already getting 5070 Ti's seen posts. What does that mean? Seen posts? Oh, you've seen posts. What? Like videos? I guess that makes sense, because when's it released? 20th? That's probably about right, isn't it? Embargoes or whatever, like 7 days before? 5 or 7 days? Hold it for longer. Damn! Did I not receive the full power? Do you think 5070 Ti will be another absolute nightmare to get? There we go. There we go. I remember there's a bit of a big... I've got to fight this thing. Haven't I? Soon? Let me get my horse. And I am curious to drop down to 1440p if it doesn't break my stream. I'll go display. Fingers crossed it doesn't break anything. I say that. No, it's fully broken. Give me a sec. This is where it falls apart. Wait. Let me just check that applied and I'll resend it to the stream. I think that should be okay. Concerning thing is I've got no audio. Okay, I'm at 1440p now. Won't stay like this for too long. It'll make my overlay insanely large and it probably might even break my stream. Because I'm capturing at 4K. Okay, I think that's fine. Play with this for a little bit. See what you can do at 1440p native with ray tracing. Oh, it's just fully... It's not looking good, is it?
Faster.
Why is it doing that? Why have I got half of a window on that screen? I'm going to have to change my window to 1440p to get it working. Maybe I won't bother. That's too much faffing. But you can see here, we'll get about 90 to 100.
Move it.
Go window, then full screen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work because my windowed resolution is 4K. That makes sense? And basically the issue is it's my stream, so it's going off onto the other screen. It's projected onto another screen that is also 4K, if that makes sense. So it's trying to project I mean, okay. You sorted me right out. Sorted me out, mush. Kai, you've sorted me out. The only issue, it works for you, but for me it's now a very small screen.
Come on.
But I will play like this for you. I'll play like this for you guys. So it looks fine for you, but it's a small windowed screen for me. But it's fine. It's fine for now. I can roughly see what's going on. 100 FPS. So it doesn't quite double the FPS. Been about 50 to 60, so it's somewhere in that region, maybe just slightly under. It's going to be obviously significantly better, as you would expect doing this. Still looks pretty good as well. From what I can see, graphically it still looks pretty good. You'll have to let me know. Because like I say, it's a bit of a smaller screen on mine. It looks fine, but power as well looks a little bit healthier now. Still pretty high for 1440p though. Considering a 4090 here would probably be maybe like 300 or something, 300 watts. 300 to 350 at 1440p. With ray tracing, this is still breaking 500, so it's a lot of power. Considering FPS isn't massively different. Knock, knock.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets. The red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much. But I
Oh,
know
enter for full screen. Yeah.
that beggar tick's poisonous.
No, I don't want to risk it though right now. It's working for the stream, so I'm not going to press anything. I might mess it up again. Oh, F4 for luck.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
I'm not going to fall for that.
Tunnel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water,
It'll stink worse than a weak old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the Griffin.
Am I playing with ray tracing high? Yes, everything maxed.
I was thinking.
Native 1440p with ray tracing, everything maxed out.
Under the bridge, the whole village had to pitch in for a witcher.
3 gigs less on the VRAM, yeah. It's come down quite a bit now. That's why the 5080 with 16 really are targeting 1440p, because even if we switch frame generation on here, it's going to add maybe a gig and a half. So at most it'll be 14, which is still okay.
Doubt Emperor Amir
5090 Supreme Liquid on the way. How much was that? 10 grand?
There are no decent men in the army.
Could have got mortgage.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who's spent her life in a hut in the middle
Mortgage
of nowhere.
or 5090? I would still pick a 5090.
Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the Griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
You want a raffle? Nice. That GPU, though, is going to be so large, right? I don't know how large the 5090 is, but my 5080 MSI Supreme is absolutely humongous. Like, I took it out of the box. It's just absolutely absurdly large. Compared to my Founders, my 5090 Founders, it's like half the size. I hate to imagine how large the 5090 is going to be. At least the cooling will be good, though. What is the best card, 4090 or 5090? Well, what are we basing it on? In terms of just FPS, which has better FPS than the 5090? Is it as good value, depending on, I don't know really what prices you're looking at, but that's a different question.
Damn witchers.
But if you're picking one based on which is the best, then it's 5090.
Greetings.
4,200. Sheesh.
Notice. Hear about the well?
Damn, how much is that in pounds?
First I've heard. There a problem?
Aye. Tis haunted. Has
Wow.
been for 20 years.
20?
Almost 3.4 grand pounds.
Because earlier on,
That's
we drove
crazy.
into the river, but so many corpses floating.
I guess you're
in
not.
it,
I guess you're not going to replace that for a while, though.
My daughter Mandy.
Well,
tried
you
to picture. Felt dreadfully ill. Can't keep nothing
you
down.
can't, I guess, in the sense of like. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but
Herbalist claims you fight a fever.
you want to try and make that last a while.
And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
To be fair, you say 6090.
This ghost.
If 5090 would probably hold its value like fairly well. So even if in a couple of years you were to sell it, you'd obviously lose money, but
It looks
you know, overall you'd probably be able to recoup like
fresh from the grave.
considering how expensive it is, you'd probably be able to
Wears a dirty
recoup like a
dress,
fair amount of it.
rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, master.
Not sure if you can force
Take care
DLLA.
of it, that is. It'll come kill me daughter.
I can't say that. DLAA. Oh, I can't look because I'm in like a window right now.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
Oh, I can, but it's going to pause the game.
A settlement on the
Hang on. I'm looking. Oh, I can. I can force it. I can force it, but I'll have to reset the game. When I... I'll check out a few different settings at 1440p and I'll switch back to 4K. And then when I do that, I'll reboot the game and I can force it. So it seems like we'll stay above 100 average at 1440p, which definitely significantly better than 4K. So if you're on a 1440p 144, you can play this pretty nicely at native with it all maxed. In terms of ray tracing, how much, if I switch ray tracing off, what's our FPS going to be like with that? Woo! Oh, so close to 200. Surely, I mean, we can just do this. Ooh. Almost 300. Through the app, yeah. So, on the app, I mean, to be honest, I could probably show you. Hang on. I can show you. It's going to be a bit of an awkward one for me because I'll have to look at the stream screen. Oh no, wait, it's not going to... Oh no, it is going to work. Oh man, I can't see that. Hang on. This is like Inception. Oh my god, it's so big. Okay, I should be able to show you. Wait. I'm hoping you can see this. I can't see chat right now, so I don't know if you can see this or not. So, if I come in here, at the moment I'm forcing DLSS 4, so it's on the latest here. Once you do that, so you can see frame generation is unsupported, so I can't do multi-frame generation, but once you enable the latest in here, so you do it up here normally, it'll have a drop down here, you click latest, you select it, then it'll open up, it should open up this one, then in here, look, DLAA, you can force this here. To be honest, I don't quite know why it only allows you to force these two things. I don't really get that. Like, what an absurd... You can either force 100% or 33%. Like, why can't I force something else? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a weird... It's a bit of a weird option. There's probably some reasoning to it, I guess, but... It just... blows my mind a little bit, that one. A little bit weird. Cheers for that. Was nearly it. Oh no, that's all right. It is weird because different games in that have the different options. So like some games will have frame generation supported, some won't. It's a bit of a mess. Where did I go? I disappeared for such a long time. When? I've been here the whole time. What do you mean?
The Goodman's boy knows a merchant who travelled to Northgard once. Oh, strange.
Yeah, noticing usage actually coming down a little bit, 94%. I don't seem to max out this GPU at all, really.
The plague!
With this CPU. Rarely ever stays maxed. But seeing almost an average of 200 here at 1440p Ultra Plus, just no ray tracing.
Lost your
it's pretty
key,
good.
man.
No.
First time you see me live in a while. Oh, right. I've been live every day.
It's always sat there
Every day for the last couple of weeks. And then before that, I would do fairly frequent streams.
A man arrived. Walked right
Maybe just
like
didn't get notified.
Was standing at my window, peering at the goings on.
But I have been here.
Cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way.
Keep getting can't find his settings. Try again later in Nvidia app. I did do a video on it, but
He just asks all
3 things to try are to try and refresh.
Birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or
I could probably show you again. I mean, one of the things you can do is just uninstall the Nvidia app and try it again, like install it again, and it recognizes your games. The second thing to do... Oh, God, I'm doing this again. Hang on. The second thing to try that works for me is to just do this. Go up here and click refresh. If you refresh this, it refreshes the games list. And then that should fix it. But if the game's not actually there, then you need to actually add it. But outside of that, it's been mostly okay for me, to be honest. It normally... I only had to add one game. I forget it was Hogwarts, wasn't it? What GPU do you have, though? So you can see here, it's the same here. Maybe I'll try and show you a game in which Hogwarts Legacy here, look, you can see. I forced DLSS 4, which is the latest, and you can also force frame generation here. So you get the 3 times, the 4 times. So it just means in the game, as soon as I switch frame generation on, it'll just force that.
Nay, says I.
The third thing to try if that all fails is to just DD your drivers and reinstall them fresh. Tried refresh, yeah. What GPU you on? 48 Founders Edition, and it says that for every game, does it? Try uninstall the Nvidia app and just reinstall the app, because I read online that fix that help seems to work for a lot of people.
Soft art, so I gave it to him.
Fascinating story.
Missed you, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, thanks. I'm doing all right. How are you? Elmu, I did take a little break in the summer from streaming as much, but I was still doing videos and stuff. Just because there was less stuff to really cover, and also I went away for like 2 and a bit months. I was away. But I had scheduled videos for quite a lot of it.
Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow.
Treble Champ, any there's Champions League games tonight, isn't there? Any big games? You watch that City game? What an absolute... That was like Tottenham were playing.
Fine, I'll go in.
Watching City last night was like watching Tottenham play.
Just in case.
Right, 200 here. If we check out DLSS and frame generation, what kind of FPS are we going to be doing with that? It's probably going to get pretty nuts. DLSS quality and frame generation. Bear in mind, ray tracing still. We have that off still. Oh my goodness, 350. And this is only DLSS 3 frame generation. Imagine 4 times. Probably be getting like 500 FPS here. No problem.
Plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
Everton versus Liverpool isn't... Oh, that's today, is it? Oh.
Don't touch me.
Might have to watch that. Oh, that's in 4 minutes, is it? That's the last derby at the Everton Stadium, isn't it? Oh, the current one.
Let's go.
What about if I turn ray tracing back on? And I'll tell you what, when I do go back to 4K native, or just 4K in general, I want to switch the ray tracing presets a little bit and see how much we gain from going from the quality to like lower down. Where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going. Oh, it's in the water. That makes sense. What is Everton's ground called? Like currently, the current one. I can't think of what it's called. Goodison Park. That's it. Goodison, yeah.
Should talk to Vesemir.
Kind of had this thing where I want to try and go to some stadiums because I feel like a lot of them are like not going to be there for like an insane amount of time longer. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to go to Anfield as just like a neutral, and I want to go to Old Trafford, just like these big grounds because I feel like they're not going to be there forever, are they? Old Trafford almost definitely. I guarantee you within the next like 10 years they'll have a new stadium. Been even talking about it recently.
Witchers.
What other stadiums?
By the wood.
Other big stadiums.
Good lad, Master Witcher.
I went to White Hart Lane before the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium like a few times.
Got good news and bad news. Good
What
news
other like
first.
historic stadiums in?
Guardian Garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witches?
Cable spreading.
Go on. Tell me
Yeah,
what you
I
know.
did.
Griffin's abandoned its lair.
Is it like the Bauer video? I did watch a bit of that. It's the same thing on the 4090s, wasn't it though? Like you have to try and.
Things. It's a male. Had its nest in the Vulpine
I don't know
woods.
how many cases are there
Guardians
of
burned
it.
the woods down, killed its mate,
'Cause
smashed their eggs.
He was saying that he'd only
They
found
fixed
one
things.
case of it, so
It's always the same.
I don't know. When it's just like
Instead of
that, it's a
sending
little
for
hard to be like
professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
to know if it's like a actual fundamental issue or like was it just like a faulty thing or is there like actually an underlying issue? If you see what I mean.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside.
Congrats on the 100 likes. Thanks. We hit 100. It'd be nice.
You spent half the next day bathing.
What about on the poll? Okay, so I've held tomorrow.
You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to
Your name
ambush
is
it.
Bradley from Liverpool.
Already.
Liverpool.
On the side of the stream, there's fields and a grove. Plenty of room.
I'm going to get any cards.
So no one will get it.
You're going to get any.
Good. Meet you there.
You going to get any and cards to try when they release AMD cards? I assume maybe that's what you mean. Is that an autocorrect situation? So with ray tracing, it goes from about a 350 to a 200. So obviously, it's still pretty nuts with frame generation. Latency as well. You can't see it on the screen, but I can see it in the top right. Doesn't look like it's that different from 4K, really. Maybe 5 milliseconds less. Not really any noticeable difference, though. Not like anything like Cyberpunk, where it goes from like 20 to 70. Like Emirates Stadium? Nah, mate. Mate, could you imagine catching me at Emirates? That's a disgrace. There's this like funny old story actually that reminds me of. You know, like at least where I'm from, obviously near Portsmouth originally. Obviously Portsmouth, Southampton absolutely hate each other, right? Like literally will kill, right? There was a story of like, I think it's true, but there was a story where like, you know, St Mary's is obviously a lot newer stadium than Fratton Park, right? There was this story of the training ground for Southampton was being built, right? And it was being built by like a couple of them were Portsmouth fans, and they in one of the walls, I think it was the wall or it was the floor, they put a Pompey shirt like in between the like walls and obviously cemented it over it with like, or like bricked it up over it, right? So they like buried a Portsmouth shirt in the oh, it's so funny, like.
Let's start. Wind's good. Scent will spread quickly.
I don't even really know what that means. It's just funny to think about.
Wait. Come on.
Whether I'm pretty sure it was true, but I remember this story being like, what the hell? And they're going to be in the same league. They haven't been in the same league, the championship, since I was young. And those games are just like, you cannot be outside on those days.
Settle in for the winter.
Snows are away off.
You literally cannot be anywhere in Portsmouth or Southampton. You're not even allowed to travel to the games. Like, you can only go by like coach.
If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter,
AMD, yeah, no, I don't know, to be honest. I'm on the fence at the moment.
Might bring a
I need to see what the pricing is. Ideally, want to try and see if I can get like a 5070 Ti or something, and then just kind of see what they have to offer. But we're not really getting that, I don't think, until is that like end of March? Is it, or mid to end of March?
Welcome. Wait, take this.
So I was just going to try and just see what comes of it, really, before I make a decision.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
Fulham's ground. Is that Craven Cottage?
Witcher with a crossbow. We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a Griffin.
Yeah, I could go to Fulham's. That'd be. It's quite small though, isn't it? Might be hard to get tickets. I don't know.
Watch out.
Okay, so let me know what other settings you might want to see at 1440p right now. I've got ray tracing on, frame generation, DLSS. I do need to switch back to 4K, but I might have to wait until I've killed this thing. Do we have a crossbow? We do. How do I use it? Whoa.
Damn, it's fast.
It's a bit weird playing this in on a small little windowed version of the game. Ow. Can I get him with the... He's about to take off.
Don't let it get away.
Where'd he go? Get on the horse! Get on the horse! What the hell? I've lost it. Am I a fan of Newcastle? No, I support Tottenham. That's the team that I support. Alright, I'm ditching the horse. I would quite like to go to Newcastle Stadium, though, because the atmosphere in there looks pretty nuts. Oh. Do you remember that Newcastle PSG game? Did it Champions League? It was, yeah. That atmosphere looked crazy. What was it? Was it 4-1 or 3-1? Oh my god, he's got no health. Look at the health. I was going to finish him off with a crossbow, but I've got to do it with a sword. Boom. The horse is... Yeah, the horse is just really janky, the horse movement.
Not bad.
And you compare it with like Red Dead.
Stand to improve something.
The horse mechanics in that game are crazy. Pedro, hello. Best game you ever played. Nice.
Not a Witcher, unless he doesn't want to live long.
Geralt with Riviera.
Later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
No, I'm in 1440p right now. I can switch back to 4K, and that'll actually fix my issue. Because right now I can't see the screen very well because it's in windowed mode. So much so that I can't even see the settings. Boom. And if I go full screen... Right, I was going to check if I can... I'm going to save it, and I'm going to force DLAA. So that's definitely saved it here. Just give me a sec. I'm going to quickly reboot the game, and I'm going to force DLAA from the Nvidia app. And the issue is how does that work when I choose like a DLSS preset? Does it mess with that? I'm not sure. And now my Nvidia app won't even load. Okay, there we go. So if I go down here, I'll go DLAA, I'll force that apply. I'm just not sure what setting it'll be on. Like, where is it forcing it? DLSS, not DLSS auto, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously with frame generation, when I force it, I know, or like the DLSS presets like quality, like I know those are using transformer because it's forcing that version with the latest, but what's the DLAA? Like what setting in game is that? You see what I mean?
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore.
Benchmark Spider-Man 2 auto patch. Yeah. Has there been another patch in that?
But now seem just a few steps ahead.
Jesse, I'll catch you later. Did I give up Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? I didn't give it up. No, I did test it on this. I will probably check it out again. I wasn't really sure what to make of the game, to be honest. There was a lot of cutscenes and a lot of talking. So, yeah, I don't know. Because, for example, there's no setting in here. It's almost like maybe if I switch this off, is it just automatically forcing DLAA? Do you know what I mean? Because I can't really see any other way how you would know. Would maybe just be like that. Oh no, because it's on balance, you see? Maybe auto, but then DLSS upscaling auto. Oh, maybe that's it. I think that's it. Because I definitely don't have DLSS upscaling here. This is the same FPS I had before. It could be that. It's not auto in the sense of like Cyberpunk auto. Was just going to switch this to boost. Is that going to fix my frame time? Because that is a choppy mess right here. Look at this. Oh no, maybe that's DLAA causing that. That frame time. Stuttering loads. Okay, it's a little bit better here. Maybe just that little area. What was I getting on Kingdom Come Deliverance? At 4K, we had like 120, I think. Didn't we? Something like that. Between like 100, 120. And that was it all set to experimental as well. If you set it to just ultra, I think we had like 140 or so.
Magic. A place of power.
Can I also do my thing on this? Oh god. Do I need to do a this one? Bring him in. Ah! Oh, I did get it. Start a city. Yeah, I mean, I guess play through a little bit like this. I do think it is definitely enabled, though, because we're getting maybe 1 or 2 FPS less, which DLAA normally does do. Maybe it's not really... I think this is the first time I've actually seen DLAA forced. Maybe it does just cause some issues in some games. 1-0 Everton. Oh my god. Yeah, we don't want Arsenal. We don't want Arsenal to win the title, though. Although Havertz, you see that? Havertz got injured now.
What the hell is this?
Haven't watched football since 2019.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
Wait, King Cold, where are you? You never said where you're from. Are you from the UK?
Damn it, you never learn.
I think I know you.
Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of
I can tell by your handwriting.
Lashes with a knout. Make it so.
Oh, no, no! By the gods, no!
Gunners for the win. No, who said that? Is Rashford still playing for United? No, he plays for Aston Villa now.
Fulfilled
just
my
moved.
Bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer
Not from the UK. Where are you from then?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time. Under my nose. Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the Griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not
Chelsea will be back on tops. That's the funniest thing I've heard today. I'm only joking. I'm only kidding.
Is it true?
To be fair, Chelsea looked really good this season, but they seem to have just sort of fallen away a little bit. Oh, damn it. Oh, God. Should I give that? Can I give that back? Oh, God. I didn't know. I didn't know. Is it best if I just die here? Dude, I kind of want to do this. Do you think I could kill all of these? This is a lot. And they're level 6 as well. This is the big boss. Just keep using this, huh? Oh, this ain't looking good, bruv. This guy's cheering me on, look. These are all his own men. He's cheering me on. It's the arrows. It's the arrows just keep hitting me. Get the arrow guy. Ah, my health's gone. I'll stay over here because the other arrowed guy I don't think can get me. Eat the chicken legs. We might actually do this, you know. No! Where's my sword? Oh god. Punch! No! Get the sword out! No! Oh, it's so close. Is that arrow got on the roof? Wait, what? It was a mistake, I promise. Right. So yeah, I do want to see. I also wanted to have a look and see the switch ray tracing down a little bit. So it's only two. It's only quality or performance. What does performance look like? Doesn't really do much for us, does it? 1 or 2 FPS. You're not that guy, pal. That video. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to Novika.
I've got that trophy on me, on my horse. Liverpool just scored. Oof. Who scored? Nunes. Was it Nunes? Or Salah? Well, benchmark Assassin's Creed Shadows, yeah. I'll hopefully as well get the game early. It's a bit to have a look at it a little bit early. Whoa! Did you see that? What the hell was that? Was that the horse? It looked like a ship. McAllister. Whoa, what's going on? Do you see that? Oh my god, it's up there. Do you see? That is a horse, isn't it? What the hell? Do you see that? I don't know if you can see that on the stream. The one in the distance. If I get too close, it'll mess it up. I think... Oh god. I can't get off. I can't get off. Why can't I get off the horse? I think DLAA might be breaking my game here. Look, do you see that? I can see... Look at it. Is that a horse? I think it is. It's got to be, isn't it? Oh my god. How close can I get? Yeah, that is not looking good, bruv. What on earth? I don't think I've ever seen that in a game. That is definitely a horse because I can see the back side of the horse. I've actually got pretty close here, but I'm about to get attacked. That in the distance. That is the thing of nightmares. What a bizarre situation. Oh, see, look, you get to... Oh. That is really bizarre. I think that's got to be DLAA then, because I forced that from the Nvidia app. And I wasn't seeing this earlier. There's got to be something messing with it. Oh, we've got 2 of them now. Yeah, it is the horses. How bizarre. Or maybe because I... Nah, it's not because I dropped down ray tracing to performance, is it? I doubt. I feel like that wouldn't cause that.
What the fuck am I to do? Eh?
You'll give me $5 for the 5090. That's not even pounds. That's going to be like £3.
Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners.
That is it's a lovely offer, but...
Dimwit. Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Gonna have to turn it down.
Sorry.
Settings right now, I've got everything maxed out at 4K native, ray tracing, everything. I have got DLSS forced from the Nvidia app, which I think is maybe breaking the game.
But
it
everything
seems.
changed when the black ones came. I'm the only smith around. So
Yeah, something's definitely happening with it.
Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses, that sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
I can find him.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in.
Sammy Yusuf, hello.
Gets what he deserves.
How much more FPS in the 4090? With these settings, 4090 with these settings at native is doing average in this bit like 45 to 50-ish, like in that range more so. Probably 5 to 10 at best. Not a huge amount. Oh god, it is doing it on like every horse. Might have to give it a save and just disable that DLAA. Let me get to this mission.
Jennifer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Time we were on our way.
Mm-hmm. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go.
Will you buy the 9070 XT? I'm undecided at the moment. It depends really what it's like. Depends what the performance is like and also what the price is like. If the price is too high, I was sort of just waiting at the moment to see what gets announced, like officially announced for it.
Took him down to hang a golden sun there now.
Definitely keen in it, but if it's really highly priced, I might just wait a couple of months because AMD end up just bringing the price down loads. You know, I always feel like with AMD, the price comes down so quick sometimes. I'm better off just waiting a little bit. So I bought my XTX back when it first released for like 1,200. You know, 6 months later, whatever, 12 months later, you could already get it for like 800.
Your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the
You know?
And you don't fear the gods' wrath.
But if it's reasonably priced, I'm definitely keen to have a look at it.
Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion?
Fire extinguisher close.
Back off.
The good thing is, in the moment, in the UK, it's quite cold. At least where I am. It's 2 degrees at the moment. Celsius.
Your own land, like he did the elves once.
Get out, all of you.
So heat's not an issue. Fire, though, that would be an issue.
And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Same RF, yeah. Definitely not a huge difference in... The big difference really comes when you're using the multi-frame generation and stuff. We don't have it... Oh my goodness. We don't have it in this game, unfortunately. It's not supported, but if we had multi-frame generation on here, you'd be getting like 300 FPS.
It's over.
Leave me be!
Also not using... Oh, did we not... I didn't switch that back on. Did I not switch Hairworks back on? Where is it? We switched it off to do a quick test. Yeah, it's off. It doesn't make a difference anyway. It's like 1 or 2 FPS on this. On this GPU. It's basically no different. You can see it there.
And don't ever come back.
I did have that on for a while. We switched it off to see the FPS difference, but it's basically nothing.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
Did this game ever get fixed where you don't apply the settings? No, you can change the settings in game. It applies it.
We didn't start it.
50-55. Yeah, it's going to depend on the area though. So for example, when I tested my 4090 in the forests, you could get dips down to about like 40-45 in the worst areas. And then yeah, definitely 50-55, but it's similar with this. So in this area 60, but you can get some areas where it'll get 70-75, so it's still a little different between the 4090 and this.
I might have waited until
Depends where you are, quite a lot.
You know me. Patience has never been my strong
Even some
suit.
dips down to like 50 really in the hardest areas on this. Whereas on the 4090, from my experience, it could hit 40 sometimes.
Wasn't expecting to
42, 43.
To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have
Here
a
she is.
guardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
We can talk here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well,
I have tested DLSS quality here. I can switch it back on, but I need to reboot the game because I've got DLAA
I didn't.
forced at the moment. Or actually, it might be interesting to see if that... What happens if I switch that on? I've got the Nvidia app overriding DLAA right now. What happens if I switch quality on? Will it work? No. So I need to restart the game and turn it off in the Nvidia app.
Fine. Guess
So at least that answers our question,
The
Noah. I
Emperor
don't know if you're
of
still here.
Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina,
But it doesn't matter what DLSS preset I put it on, it's just always forcing DLAA.
What about you?
I'm going in the
Even if I'm on
opposite
ultra
direction.
performance, I think it's going to just
Some
force it.
doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaermore, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
Is the card worth the price?
Complain?
It really depends what you're coming from. If you've got a 4090 already, is it worth the upgrade? Like, probably not. You've already got a pretty beefy GPU. Unless you can sell your 4090 for a really good price, and it's basically not costing you much to upgrade, then, okay, it makes, you know, that's fine, but to just buy it outright, if you already have a 4090, is just kind of not really worth it. If you've got no intention of selling a 4090 or trying to recoup the money. Whereas if you're coming from just nothing, or, you know, you're coming from, say, like a 4080 or 4070 or whatever, like, that's obviously a much, much bigger upgrade. Yeah, DLAA is breaking my game. Oh no, it's happening in the cutscene on the horse.
Knowing you, it was
I need to switch this. I need to switch. I'm going to say... Oh, I can't save it. Oh my god.
But then...
So this is because I forced DLAA on the Nvidia app. Look at it. Everything has it. Oh my god, no. Look at it. That is not good. Look at my FPS as well. I would save it and quit. But I can't save it in the cutscene. Oh my god, look at it. I don't think I've ever seen that in a game, ever.
We shall talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
I think once I saw it in Warzone where everything had been stretched like it was in a black hole or something. I think I saw that once. I've never seen it on specific items though. Or like specific objects. Like horses or something.
The what now?
Let me try and skip so I can save it. And I can get rid of something wrong with my beard. Get rid of DLAA. Skip all this.
I can't move.
It's not going to be an issue in the car in this castle, I guess. Anyway.
We fought on opposing sides.
Moving up.
I got out of Flotsam with something.
This is 4K, yeah.
And so you did.
Nilfgaard.
Sorry, I'm just skipping it really quick so I can restart.
I watched her.
Well,
I'm not sure if these conversations have any effect.
we do pigeon.
Right. Oh god, I still can't save it. Boom. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to disable DLAA so it doesn't do that anymore. And we can actually check out DLSS presets, because whilst it's forced, I can't check anything out. Make sure to drop a like on the stream if you haven't. How many likes do we get to at the moment? 135. Make sure to drop a like, see if we can maybe hit 200 before the end of the stream. I'm just going to switch this off here, so DLAA is no longer on. DLAA looks any different from DLSS quality at 4K in this game, in your opinion, especially? In terms of image quality, no, but DLAA was, I don't know if you just caught the stream just there, it was doing all this weird, I don't even know what you'd call that. Like weird geometry weirdness. So DLAA feels a bit buggy in this game if you're trying to force it from the Nvidia app, so I probably wouldn't advise doing it. But in terms of image quality, at 4K, yeah, I don't think you're really going to notice any difference between DLSS quality and DLAA. With the transformer model, at least. I feel like DLAA doesn't really make any difference when you're at 4K. Like, it makes less of a difference. Even DLSS quality is kind of indistinguishable between them. So you'll notice now it's enabled DLSS quality. It should do. Let's just double check. I'll put that back to quality. DLSS, yeah, DLSS quality's here. So, at least we know DLAA does work when you force it like that. What do we want? Is that not the same as that one? That is the same, isn't it? I'll take all of them. Get dressed.
This might come.
How do we get dressed? I am from England, yeah, how about you? I'm from England, mush. Oh wait, we don't want that one.
But a towel wrapped around one's waist is not fitting attire for an...
Get dressed. I am dressed. What's wrong? Gloves?
The gentleman will kindly dress.
I am dressed. What the hell?
A touch tight in the waist, but it will do. Does the
Fake
outfit
FPS
satisfy
enabled?
the
No.
gentleman?
No. Frame generation, you mean? No, it's not on.
A studded doublet and a sword on my back. That's what would satisfy me.
Frame generation isn't on, and we don't have multi-frame generation in the game. It's not supported.
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
is the nuclear solution. It's so unnecessarily, especially when so unnecessary. Yeah. I think there's definitely more of a place for it at 1080p and 1440p because I do think that does benefit loads from the anti-aliasing. And if you don't want to upscale, but like you say, if the game supports DLSS 4 now, there's almost less of a reason really to use DLAA. Like, you're going to gain an extra 20 FPS with DLSS quality minimum, and the image is indistinguishable. So it's like, yeah. Why wouldn't you type thing?
Once more. Leg extended.
How much to pay for 5019 USD? I don't know what it is in USD, but it was 900. No, 900? It was 1,900 in GBP. In quids. Which is probably, what's that? That's probably like $2,400, is it? I don't know. I can look, hang on.
Come with me.
It is, it's pretty much bang on, yeah. $2,350 to maybe $2,400. Founders Edition, though.
Your arch magnificency.
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jest.
There's the Founders Edition. The other models, custom models, are like over $3,000, $3,500.
Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
Tim, hello, how's it going? Recognize your name. And your profile picture. Yes, this is next gen, yeah, ray tracing, yeah.
Your Imperial Majesty.
In your country it cost 5,000 to 6,000. Sheesh! I know there's some models and second-hand ones or whatever. Not second-hand, but scalping. Some going for like 10,000.
Bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Roach.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me.
Did you know this king guy is Charles Dance? Tywin. Oh, what? Tywin Lannister.
For reasons of state.
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, it sounds, doesn't it?
Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless.
It is him.
If for no other reason.
Wait, he was. I have seen all the Game of Thrones. Yeah, long time though. It feels like. He was the one. Was he? He got crossbowed on the toilet. Was it? That's him, isn't it?
I need information, not motivation.
Spoiler alert, maybe.
Ciri leaves few tracks. She'll be hard to find.
My corps of spies will help you. Count on them.
I feel like it's been out long enough now.
The need arise. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished.
He's quite a famous actor, that guy, isn't he? I don't know what else he's in, but...
Take him to the sorceress.
Tim Halfwork with this $5.99. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm doing well, mate. Thanks for remembering me. Glad to catch you streaming again. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the support. Yeah, it was a bit quiet really over the last 6 months or so. Try to keep up with it. There's a little bit less to test, so sort of mainly did videos and stuff, but getting, you know, a bit more stuff to test, getting new games now a bit more frequently. So, although this isn't technically a new game, but be on a new game tomorrow. Few people saying 15 for 12,000. Yeah, no, I know. It's people just like that's insane. $12,000, like what? That is actually absurd. What's the limit though? Like what? To be honest, I think the amount I paid for mine is pretty much the max I would pay. I think the retail Astral for like £2,700, I think, which is probably almost, it's probably like $3,300. I think that's too much. That's like way too much. The 12 is like no way.
Yes, then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the
I couldn't even afford that anyway. Was it done to build a gaming PC with a 7900 XTX or first order? Was it worth it? Well, it depends what you play, really.
Dying to take it off.
Depends what you play and what settings.
I'd consider that a proposition under different
XTX is still pretty good. I mean, I don't know how much you paid for it. It's probably still fairly good value.
We've matters to attend to. Now, do you understand why I'm at Emir's
Question will be though: is FSR 4?
And seems we're in the same
That's being locked, isn't it, behind the new GPUs? Am I right in thinking that, or is it not confirmed yet?
Chance he's mistaken.
I don't know if that's been confirmed. I think that was the rumor, which I think would be a shame because
our little witch has grown into a young.
I think that's always been a benefit of AMD is that FSR is sort of open. You know, it's open for anyone to use it. I think if AMD start putting it behind a brand new GPU situation, it's just a bit.
I know who Emir is. He started this.
They're just sort of following the path of Nvidia doing it, really.
Killed, but I haven't any other choice. So please.
Any problems with coil wine? No.
And instead
haven't had any coil wine.
All right.
Right. Emir said the wild hunts after.
Not that much FPS for a 2K GPU with DLSS quality enabled. Well, at the moment we've got ray tracing on as well. If I switch ray tracing off here, we'll have about 150, 160.
You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything really. I knew the wild
got 5090 build arriving tomorrow. Which version? I've got a Founders Edition, Thomas. You got an MSI Gaming trio. Nice. That's lucky. And a custom color. I got a 5080 as well. I got a MSI Supreme.
What they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that.
But I feel like the 5080 didn't really seem to sell as quick.
To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt, before the wild hunt does.
You got the XTX for free? I mean, if you got it for free, then yeah, it's definitely worth it.
In two places, Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your
Why
first
cultivate
stop.
the perfect open?
Ask for a merchant
Oh, with the FS. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I kind of always said it, right? Like, people bashed Nvidia's DLSS, right, for being specific to Nvidia, right?
Sorry to spoil
and people
your fun.
praised
Your boyhood
AMD's for theirs, which is fine. But
we have in
I always sort of
Novigrad
said
unconformed
there's a reason why
rules.
DLSS has better
There you will have the help of our
image.
mutual
Like,
acquaintance.
I think FSR made huge improvements, but I think there's only so far it can go.
Marigold.
When you're competing with
Paradox has
something
got
that
a
is
cozy flat
hardware
on the main
based,
square.
Sure, she'll be delighted.
I think it's always going to be harder to create a software equivalent, in my opinion. Like, you're always going to. You're always chasing it rather than kind of creating something cutting edge, if that makes sense.
Had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've
It's almost like comparing software ray tracing with hardware ray tracing. It still does look very good, but you're competing against something specifically dedicated to do that, if you get what I mean. So I thought if AMD really want to go to the next level, they're going to have to you know, there's going to be a case where there's some specific hardware
So why don't I
on
teleport you
GPUs
to
that they're
Valley Ridge
using
Road
for
once?
the like scaling, which
horseback.
obviously older GPUs are not going to have. So I think it was always going to happen eventually.
You really look quite dashing in
Because I think the FSL4 is like AI upscaling or whatever, so it should be a lot better quality-wise. But
good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And
AI,
if you wish
like
to
imagery.
learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt. I
in the
know
back of
it's
my mind,
mortal,
it's going to be the
but try not
12.
to
Oh,
be a
what
hero,
the melting
right?
cables? Yeah, just make sure
Just
it's
check those leads
when you
and
plug
come
it in,
back
just make sure it clicks. You
one
should be
piece.
fine. I say that, I touch wood.
I shall be waiting.
Mars, hello. Which store in the UK? Scan? Scan PC. It's a UK specific thing. I think they do sell to Europe. But it's like, on the 50 series release, I think all the orders were limited to just the UK. Nvidia is leveraging their own hardware to push software improvement, but AMD can't compete Apple's.
How might I
Yeah,
say?
and the thing is as well now,
By returning my
so you're seeing it with the transformer model and stuff. DLSS is obviously learning, like the image behind it.
Citrus
The more
and
it's
cloves.
used and stuff, the better it gets.
Fragrance will
So
keep the
Nvidia are
rose
also
fresh
a
if
step
someone
ahead
wants.
on that. The longer you do it and train it, the better it will be. AMD is also behind on that. You need to.
He wants his daughter back safe and
They're sort
sound.
of, you know,
As soon
if
as
even if they're a
possible.
couple of years behind, it's like you got to try and catch
so long.
that sort of level of training.
A deserter from the
It's a sort of difficult situation. There's no way to catch that now, like really, ultimately.
One false move and you will regret it.
You what, mate? This is 8K. No, this is 4K.
See you.
Have I felt the connections to see how hot? I mean, I don't personally advise to be touching cables when the PC is on. I don't think that's a good idea. No, I haven't. I haven't touched it, no. I don't really want to touch anything on my case whilst the PC is on. I don't really think that's a good... I mean, the only way to do it properly really would be to measure it, but I don't even have anything to do that with, like, facility to facilitate that. If that makes sense.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his
And to be honest, I'm not even sure by just touching it with my bare hand,
she was in danger.
you know, what gauge would that even be? Like, hot or not? I mean, yeah, it'd probably be hot, but how hot, I don't know. It's like put the oven on and put your hand in the oven and try and guess what the temperature is. Like, I don't know. This is probably not a smart idea, I don't know. Maybe after a couple of beers I'll feel a bit, you know, I'll feel a bit adventurous. Maybe I'll try it. We'll see. Couple of oddies, but I got no alcohol right now. Either hot, hotter, or... On a scale of hot to hotter, it was hotter. Wow, look at this graphics here.
Faster.
Look at this. I'm cooked. 5090 Supreme Liquid's gonna cook your low-end system. Nah, Nvidia contacted me this morning and said they're sending me 2. Gonna SLI them.
Go.
Have some of that. Ow! I really forgot how good looking this game is. It does drop my FPS pretty significantly here, though. Compared to back in that mission. In that, what were we in, a castle? At 20 FPS less here. Hang on, wait, I want to get a screenshot. AMD contact cooking up something for me. Nah, they can keep it. Wait, I need to get a screenshot for a thumbnail or something. Where do I get it?
Let's go.
Gotta get something's flickering in the distance. Does that look alright? Oh no, it's not gonna do it. Oh my god, what is that in the distance? I'm gonna have to like screenshot it like this. There it is. Oh no, there's photo mode, isn't there? There is photo mode. What's the right, this is that flickering is ruining it. Oh god damn it. Oh, yes. It's still... What the hell is that in the distance? It's ruining my photo. I feel like it's maybe better on the... What do we think? Oh, yeah, that is it, no? How do I take it? Boom. Is this going to screenshot it with this thing on my screen? It better not. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's front page news right there. I should charge for these. Oh, look at that one. I wish that thing in the distance would stop flickering in and out. I don't know if the screenshots are taking anymore. I think it is, because my frame time, look, every time I take a screenshot, the frame time goes weird. Oh yeah, no, I think this is the one. This is the money shot. Would you click on this thumbnail? That's the money shot. Right there. I think that's the one. Bit of Photoshop. Ah! What on earth? This is what it's like to be a Witcher. Oh my god, it's actually fully bricked it. Just his hair. Lovely, luscious hair. Look at that.
Come on.
1 million views. Woo! Oh no. I don't remember the popping being this bad on this game. Is it always been this bad? I don't remember it being like that. Oh, it annoys me, it doesn't jump. It wasn't always bad in this game. What could it be though? Could it maybe be DLSS on? Maybe I've just changed the settings too much and it's messed with it.
Draw from the well of the eternal fire's grace. Approach, Witcher.
What do you want?
Rejoice, for even a creature as depraved and base in nature as you can serve the glory of the eternal fire. Someone must see to the corpses on the battlefield. Necrophages defile those not already rotting in mass graves. This is not right.
That's to be my good deed for the day?
A handsomely profitable one, I might add. I know your kind don't work for free.
All right, I'll take care of it.
This will count amongst your merits. The more good one works in life, the more hallowed things are. Yes, splendid. Here are the holy oils.
Spiffing.
Dash generously and set alight, understood? I wish it to flare up to the sky, for the glory of the eternal fire and all that.
Once
State of play.
The bodies, where'll I find you?
What's that? That's Sony's thing, is it?
Bridge to Novigrad.
Oh, it might be worth catching that. I might have to just watch the highlights tomorrow though, because it's 8:30 here, and I need to eat and do a couple of other things. So I might just have to catch the highlights. Will they likely show Death Stranding on that? They probably will, right? I really like the smoke as well. The way the fog sort of sits on the land. This game actually, when you think about it, when it came out, it did pretty well, like, graphically for... I know this isn't the next-gen update, but... Even the original I remember looking quite good. What is that? Hell no. Had the same thing in Alan Wake 2, I don't know, I noticed, but the foliage... Oh, I don't know if I really noticed that when I played Alan Wake recently. Probably try Alan Wake out again soon. I think when I go to the 5080, I want to try and try and complete Silent Hill 2 if I can as well. Which that game's going to be... That's going to bring my 5080 to its knees, probably.
Unbind me before the next ones come.
When they come, I'll tend to them. Meanwhile, let's you and me chat. Like to know who I'm untying.
I'm going to drop it down, actually, to native for a bit in this area. See what the graphics are like.
Served in the 10th Maribor Division.
Yeah, I think for State of Play, Death Stranding 2 and that Ghost of Yotei, is it, or something? What other games are there? They're the two I think I'm most interested in.
Join a group of refugees, fucking bursting with patriotism they were. As soon as they learned I'd abandoned Temeria in her hour of need, they beat me down. Tied me up like a turkey, left me to the drowners.
Fine, I'll help.
Native is king. Sheesh!
For a minute there, I was almost sure you'd leave me to die.
If I ever have a son, I might call him Native.
I'd like to thank you somehow, but I've not a chip crown to my name.
Tough. I'll take the loss.
Thanks.
But I probably need to specify, because just calling that Native... It's probably not the best name, is it? I'd have to get... His middle name will have to be Rez. Native Rez. That would make more sense. Or it'd have to be a double barrel. So it'd be like Native Rez with the little hyphen in the middle. That's pretty edgy. It's a bit like Elon Musk's kid. What's he called? He's called something really bizarre. They were like that. Native Rez. And then the other child I won't like as much. It'd be called DLSS. No, it'd be called... Their first name will be DLSS, their middle name will be Ultra, and their surname will be Performance. That'll be the kid I don't like.
Faster.
Native will just get everything. I won't even celebrate DLSS's birthday. I think I ate all the food. Look at that sky as well. They did pretty well, I think, on the clouds and stuff as well, actually. Even the moon. Oh my god! I was not expecting that. Oh, absolutely. Oh god, this is... I'm about to get killed by a bear. I can't even... Oh, this is bad. Oh! Okay, quite a lot of damage. He's not happy. Okay, the strat. It's a 2-swipe strat. That was only a 1. Oh, I'm an absolute pro. Cool, calm, collected. Why is my brother's name Native? It's like that meme of like... What is the meme? It's like someone's asking the dad like... Why is he called this? And then it's like a car part or something. It'd be like that. Have I signed up for the next Battlefield beta? I think so. I didn't really understand it. You had to go into like EA Play playtest, right? And then it just said they'd email me. Or something. I don't know if that's enough.
Come out. I'm not gonna hurt you. When did you last eat?
Or is the Battlefield beta something different from the EA... What are they calling it? EA playtest or something?
Don't have any food, but maybe this'll help.
Thank you. Here, for you. For your kindness.
Just want to play games. Is it okay to buy 9070 XT, please? Right, I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'll hopefully be able to check out the 9070 XT. But we don't have it yet. Please write. I don't even know if I can specifically reply to you. For some reason, it doesn't work. Oh, it does work. Alright, hang on. I'm going... This is a native 4K maxed, yeah, ray tracing and everything. All the bells and whistles. That's why we're getting, look, 48. That's probably the lowest we've seen. It's all this smoke in the forest. Both of those together. That's rough. Looks great, but it's rough. But you'll see, as soon as you come into here and just switch ray tracing off, it fixes all the problems. Up to 80, almost 90. Doesn't look as good, I do think you can tell. But pretty significantly more FPS. Sorry. Trying to type at the same time. Going the wrong way. Ray tracing maxed. Where are we? Did you say DLSS quality? Yep. Bear in mind, this is the transformer model, so this is DLSS 4. So you will probably have slightly more FPS if you're using the older DLSS model. But this is the new DLSS 4 image one. So a lot better image quality, but it is going to be a couple of FPS less. So instead of an 83 average, you'd probably be getting maybe an 85, 86 or something. Not going to be a huge difference, but just bear that in mind. You do obviously get better image quality, but that's the trade-off.
So I'll slaughter her myself. Hide her corpse neath the floorboards. Those bastards won't have her.
It is better quality, yeah. I feel like at DLSS quality, it's not so different anyway. I always thought DLSS quality looked okay anyway. You really see the benefit of it at balance, performance, stuff like this more. Ask about the agent. Who am I asking?
Looking for a man. Goes by Hendrik.
What do you want with him?
Want to talk to him.
What about?
Give me a bottle of something strong.
Thank you for your response. I will wait for you for the test you will conduct and the results. I retranslated it because the previous one felt rough. No, I think it was alright. You just said, okay, we'll wait for you. Thank you for your response. It's fine.
You gotta go. I'll open the back way for you.
Yeah, just make sure to subscribe so you get notified when I
my drink yet.
Go live or do a test or something. Should be checking out the 5080 this week as well. Try and do 5070 Ti, 9070 XT.
Brave warrior looks like. Got two.
Dude, I'm always getting in fights in this pub.
Oi, great boy. What's the point of having two swords? Wonder if he keeps an extra prick in his trousers too. You fucking deaf. Gonna say who you are? Or do I need to loosen your tongue with me knife?
You what, Mush? Back off or die. He's getting that one.
Someone who'd prefer not to be bothered while he's having a drink.
Hear that? We've a distinguished gentleman in our midst. Shine your boots, Governor.
No. Wouldn't want the grime in your hands to rub off on them.
Waldo, did you hear what I heard?
Imagine what Witcher 4 will do to this card on 4K. Oh, God. It's Unreal Engine 5 as well, isn't it? That's going to be brutal.
Damn it.
Yeah, it'll be rough. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I've got, like, no health. Can I use my...
What's that?
Why have I not got a sword out? Get the sword out, mate. Oh, God. Big trouble, big trouble.
Have you any idea what the Baron will do when he learns of this butchery? The village! He'll tear it apart before anyone can say it was some
Recipes if it's Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, I think it... Don't take my... I think it's going to be, if I remember, whether that's changed or not, because I guess it's still in development, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I read that.
Calm down.
But it may well be maybe something else.
Seriously doubt he'll think you locals cut his men down with farming implements. Now where's Hendrik?
Man lives in Heatherton.
Don't know where that is.
Other side of the hill. Looked that away this morning.
Frame rate in the 60s. Yeah, it's in the cutscene at the moment. If you having a look, you've got 81% usage. I think in this maybe pub area, it's not that great. Once we get outside to 90, 95 and above, it should be a lot, not 80, 90 FPS.
Shacked up with a widow.
It is going to be Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Baron's men don't like strangers.
Yeah, it could be rough.
Always seems to know when they're coming. Always manages.
It'll look great though, graphically. It'll probably look insane.
The Baron's men in the village.
Just what will it play like though?
I'd rather you not make
like, to be fair, Hellblade 2 graphically looks insane. The FPS is low, but it plays pretty well. It doesn't stutter loads or anything. Like, it overall plays pretty well. If it's something like that, I wouldn't mind so much. It'll look graphically insane. But you will need the real high-end stuff to be able to play at 4K. Like, nicely. If you want to do native, obviously. Outside of that, it'll get a DLSS and frame generation and stuff.
Come on, Roach.
Is there any planned release date for Witcher? Is it? I'm assuming it's 2026. Is it? Is that like an actual official thing, or is there like no announcement whatsoever? Have they just put like to be announced or to be decided or something? I tell you what, if I meditate, that'll fix my health, won't it? How do I do that? I forget. How do I meditate? Meditate till the morning. Get all the nice visuals. GTA 6 and a 5090. The only issue is we might have the 6000 series by the time it comes to PC. Because it'll be a year after on PC. There probably going to be other GPUs out. It's not going to be on PC for at least another 2 years. Minimum. 6090 might be out, yeah. That goes along with that meme of like, we got this before GTA. We're going to get a 6090 before GTA 6.
Word about them sick black ones being sent to Tamaria. Word is the pox fell on whole villages near Vizima.
No release date, oh yeah, okay, so it could be a while. Yeah, Hellblade 2 was, yeah. I think one of the best looking games I've seen, I think. That, and I genuinely think Ark Survival Ascended in Unreal Engine 5 looks insane, but it just runs so badly. I mean, like, graphically and the textures and stuff look incredible, but the game just runs so bad. It's, like, completely not worth it. At least Hellblade runs, is playable. Yeah, Black Myth Wukong does look really good, to be fair. I feel like I appreciate the graphic. No, I did appreciate the graphics quite a bit when I streamed it recently. The issue with that game is I'm so stressed out and focused on trying to stay alive. I'm not really looking at the graphics, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm always just one hit from death. So I'm just like on the edge of my seat and I'm not really appreciating anything around me. I'm just trying to stay alive. Where this, I can sort of appreciate. There were definitely points in Black Myth Wukong though where I did stop and have a look around and I was like, oh, these graphics are like really nice. And there was like a bamboo forest area. The lighting in there was really good. Did I see Monster Hunter World? Yeah, I did a stream. I done a video on it as well, actually, on the beta. Probably check out the full game. That's like an absolute VRAM like monster. That game. I was using over 20 gigs of VRAM on this GPU. So I'm curious to see if the full game's like that.
Whoever you is, get away!
Calm down. It's over.
You're gonna get a 9950X 3D. How much is that gonna be?
Aye, it's over. All's past, never to be restored. I'll not forget that ever.
Looking for a man named Hendrik, supposed to live in this village.
Aye, he did. No longer. They nabbed him in that hut.
$699. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the issue is though is it'll go for like $700, right? But then in England it goes for £700, which is like $900. But they almost forget about currency conversion.
Took them all.
It ends up being quite expensive here. I don't know if I'll get it. I might get it event like down the line. I don't think I need it right now. Plus, I only just really got this build together. I don't really want to have to change it.
I cannot hear them.
Although to be fair, probably would get an okayish price if I sold my 7800 9800X 3D. Because no one can get one. So I can maybe switch it out fairly. Has it still got those issues where you have to disable some of the what is it? The CCD or whatever, you have to disable some of it. Have you got to do that? But it's still an Intel build, yeah. I have my 4900K, I'm using it's in my stream. Well, I have two PCs, but I'm streaming off one of the PCs, and that at the moment's got my 4900K in. I've got a 4900K and a 4060 in there. That's a build right there. That is a build and a half. It's in a mini ITX build as well. I've got my 4900K air cooled. That thing's spicy. Temps though are probably surprising. I don't think that bad on the 4900K on my I could check it quick now. I've got
Weren't here long.
Like I say, it's air cooled. Let me see if I can get it up.
Froze like in the heart of winter.
Yeah, at the moment it's 50 degrees, my 4900K. It's not that bad.
And I'll not set foot there. Never.
Farewell. Peace of mind to you.
Pretty much the same temperature as my 9800X 3D. Obviously, I'm not gaming on it, but just to be in there for the stream is fine. Quite a bit of stuttering here. It does seem like in some areas it really does stutter quite a lot. Others it doesn't stutter at all.
Shit.
This is 4K, yeah.
Maybe they missed something.
Not with a 5090. I'm not sure. Kenneth, I'm not sure what that's in response to. Not with a 5090. What, my 4900K?
Trousers are stiff, as if hung out to dry midwinter. Maybe hid something in his jerkin. Damn, he's cold as ice. Nothing here. Should check his boots. Blood, congealed. Key hidden in his boot.
No, it's with a 4060.
Somewhere nearby, hopefully.
Just because it's a really small build, that's the only GPU I could fit in there. I could have it hanging out. Could have like an open case build with my 5090. I mean, I could just plug it in, but it's gonna probably be worse, to be honest, than this CPU in terms of gaming. I had this weird issue as well. My 4900K in Unreal Engine 5 games, I got way lower FPS than like average in just Unreal Engine 5. With that CPU for some reason. I don't know if it's a shaders thing.
Guess I should do some cleaning.
DLSS, yeah, I've got DLSS set to quality at the moment. It's the upscaling but not multi-frame generation. But we've got ray tracing maxed out, so...
Valuables left unlocked, on display, almost. Lost his mind, or... Interesting.
Yeah, I'll have a look at Red Dead Redemption at some point. I'll have to get it installed.
Payment for a sack of grain. Amount due for a charcoal shipment. Hendrik was masquerading as a merchant. What's this? Notes among the ledger entries. Clever.
It's because I wiped... I completely reset Windows and it wiped all my games. So I have to install them all.
Headings.
Which, I have quite a lot of games installed now, to be fair, but I don't know if I got Red Dead.
Missing and wanted.
And I think Red Dead is like 100 gig, isn't it? 120 gig?
Also cited in Novigrad. Appearance unchanged.
That'll take me...
Ashen hair. Scar on her face.
It'll take me a bit of time to do that.
Avoids contact with others. Drunken swine. So-called Baron hosted subject at his castle. Or should I say, illegally appropriated fort. Reason unknown. Talk to Baron at Crow's Perch.
Unobtainium. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I should try that at some point. That won't be 60 though. I don't think that will even be 60 on a 50.
Cause unknown.
At native it won't.
Talk to the peasantry. Village of Mid.
Or at least at 4K native it won't. Because I'm pretty sure I had maybe 35. I want to say on the 4090 with that. Was it 35 or maybe even if it is 40? That still means the 5090 won't be 60.
Dog ran off.
At 1440p, are you going to be playing at 1440p though, right?
Ill-omened peasants say.
Have you got a 4K monitor?
Somehow they learned Hendrik was looking.
At 1440p, it'll be fine.
That's the torture. I'm too late. My only leads, the Baron and some witch. Damn.
Probably be actually quite high FPS at 1440p with that. Look at the smoke. Look at the fog here. Hammers your FPS, but it does look good. PT40, nice. I do wonder if I might try and get a 4K 240 this year or something. Maybe towards the end of the year.
He's ours! Clothe yourself!
You gotta get the crossbowman first. These guys are quite high level.
Don't let him catch his breath!
Oh. Oh my god. Oh wait, is there something there? Take it all. Give me discount. How's that? Give me a 4K 240 for like £100. It'll cost more to ship it. I don't have to pay import on it as well. And it'll get just wrecked. By the time it lands in England, they're just chucking packages around in England. Like, as soon as that lands, they're just going to be chucking it around. It's going to turn up and it's just going to not even... It's just going to be smashed. They'll be chucking that stuff around, like... And you see it at the airport when they're chucking luggage around. They're doing that with a 4K 240 monitor. Can I not use my horse in here? Find the Baron.
That stench.
Wait, do they not like me? I did something to piss them off, did I? That guy just got cut in half.
Baron home?
Not your concern.
Need to talk to him. Open the gate.
Not a chance.
We heard what happened at the crossroads.
We'll not let a man like that in here.
Won't get in that way. Gotta find another. Ought to look among the villagers. Might find one brave enough to help me.
I'm gonna have to end it a little bit abruptly, but I need to. I'm gonna have to go. I need to grab food and stuff. It's 9 o'clock. Royal Mail will turn it into a football that doubles. Yeah. Probably it'll be in bits by the time it arrives. It'd be like a kid at Christmas shaking the wrapped present, and you can just hear it inside. It's just in bits. But yeah, I'm gonna have to end the stream. End the stream here. Like I said, I'll check Avald tomorrow. I need to get it actually, get it installed and stuff. Check that tomorrow. And then make sure to. I think I just lost internet then. Right at the end. I did lose internet. It's the internet gods telling me to go. What was I saying? Yeah, I'll check that game out tomorrow and switch to the 5080. So just make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and just see when I go live. But yeah, have a good evening. I'll catch you later.